Hey everybody, Mark's Back to Comics, and I'm back. This time I wanted to show you some of the cool books I've been picking up for this upcoming movie for next year, for the Shang-Chi, Legend of the Ten Rings. I wanted to show you some of the cool spec books that I've been picking up, and basically some, under the radar books to look out for when you're out there doing some hunting. So if you want to see these books, stick around. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I do have my Road to 500 contest underway. I believe I'm at 460 or 461 subscribers, so about 40 more to go, and then we are official. So you have until December 24th to subscribe and do the contest entry if you want to be part of that contest, of course. So enough on that. So as you all know, Marvel has been just like itching to get these movies out, obviously with COVID, with the restrictions, a lot of them have all of them have gotten postponed. And the Shang-Chi movie was one of the movies I'm actually really interested in watching because I'm a big martial arts guy, and the character is just very interesting. So I wanted to give you some cool spec buys for basically $10 or less. Look out for these books in the back issue bins, your flea markets, your antique shops, etc. With obviously some help from the Key Collector app, I was able to narrow down to get some of these cool books. And I've been slowly compiling these up for a few months now. And I'm going to show you some of the cool books I've gotten. And, what I paid for them, of course. And what's key about them. Alright, so let's get into it. So the first book, I'm going to start obviously in chronological order. So as we already know, the big key books for, Shang-Chi is Marvel Special Edition number 15, which is obviously the first appearance of Shang-Chi. Well, like I said, I'm not trying to get the super expensive books. I'm just trying to get the under the radar, the potential villains, the sidekicks, his partners, and so forth that you want to look out for. Marvel Special Edition 15 is still, quite an affordable book, but when you're speccing on something, you want to, try to find the books that are readily available. So, if you do spend a few bucks on them, under 10 bucks or so, it's not a wash. You still have a great book to read, and you got some great artwork. And like I said, these are all like 25 centers, Bronze Age. So cool books to get. So like I said, Marvel Special Edition 15 is already a pricey book, so I'm obviously going to pass on that book. There's also Tales of Suspense 50, which is the first appearance of the Mandarin. So obviously with the Legend of the Ten Rings, the Mandarin's been teased as the big villain. And that book has jumped up quite a bit too. So that book and Strange Tales number 89, those three books have always been, well, Strange Tales 89 has always been very expensive. And it's quite scarce book to find. It's the first appearance of Fin Fang Foom. So if you ever find that, even in low grade, it's like a $500-$600 book. So like I said, sticking to affordable key spec books. And the first book I got is Master of Kung Fu issue number 29. I paid $5 for this. And these are going to be all great covers, obviously, from the Bronze Age. And, alright, so like I said, Master of Kung Fu issue number 29. The first appearance of Razor Fist. Basically a villain whose forearms, as you can see, are swords. So that's a, potential villain, small villain, minor villain, whatever. Obviously, the Mandarin's going to be the major villain from what it's been seeming like from all the talks about the film. But you don't expect that to be just the only villain. There's going to be a lot of mini villains throughout the actual movie, because from what it's been talked about, it's going to be like some almost underground type of martial arts, fighting going on, like an underground contest, almost like Mortal Kombat back in the day, behind the scenes. So look out for these minor villains. I got that for $5. The next issue is Master of Kung Fu, issue number 38. And this is the first appearance of the cat. As you can see, it's Claws of the Cat. Really real cheap book, high grade. You can get this for 8 to 10 bucks. This is probably like an 8.0, 7.5. I paid $2 for it. So it's a great buy. Like I said, you can't go wrong with these spec books for $10 or less. The next issue I got is issue number 44. And this actually has a nice cover of Fu Manchu on there. This is the first appearance of Bolo and Kimba. So they're assassins equipped with twin golden daggers. You don't see the actual characters on the cover, but you do see this is now moving into the 30-cent price range. But initially we thought it was going to be Fu Manchu that was going to be the main villain in which would have made sense because the character is pretty readily, throughout the actual series. But I think they didn't put that character in there because obviously of political correctness. So they ended up changing it to the Mandarin from what it seems like. So now we're moving towards the end of the series. This is issue number 94. Another book that I paid $2 for. And this is now moving on to 50 centers. So this is the first appearance of Agent Sin. As you can see on here, Death Duel with Agent Sin. So that's the cover appearance of that character as well. So it's one of multiple agents working for Samizdat, which is a terrorist in this storyline, and basically they use the moniker Agent Sin. So another great cover, and I forget who does these covers. For the most part, this is actually illustrated by Mike Zeck. So it's actually really cool. So you get some great Mike Zeck artwork in here as well. So the next issue, and I like this cover because I like the blues, and the light blues and the purples. It looks really nice, and this is also another Mike Zeck cover, and Zach and Beatty. So you got, and like I said, these are all Doug Mensch writing, which is he's a great writer. So this is Master of Kung Fu issue number 96. More Kung Fu action and thrills than ever before. You say pay $2.50 for this one. And this is the first appearance of Rufus Carter, aka Super Midnight, and he's actually an ally of Shang-Chi. So there you go. You got some, like I said, I talked a little bit about the villains early on, and in this case, this is a minor key of one of his of Shang-Chi's buddies. So nice book to get, cheap, under $5. Next issue from Master of Kung Fu is issue number 98. Also paid $2 for this. And this is the first appearance of Shadow Slasher. So this character is just basically a skilled martial artist. And like I said before, going into the Shang-Chi movie, there's been rumors saying that there's going to be an underground martial art tournament. So expect potentially to see some skilled martial artists, and maybe Shadow Slasher may be one of them. So there you go. And I had 2 copies. So 2 copies for $5. There you go, $2.50 a piece. So now we're getting towards the latter part of Master of Kung Fu. And it's a series of 125 issues. I don't have issue number 125. That'd be pretty cool because it's the final issue. And as you get towards the latter part of the series, any series, it's a lower print run. So these, once you start getting to the hundreds, it's a little bit harder to find. This is issue number 107. We're still in the 50-cent price range. This is also I paid $2. So first appearance of Dark Angel, which is Mia Lessing. And the first appearance of Sata, an elite assassin of Fu Manchu. So $2 for that. And moving on from Mike Seck, this is now Gene Day cover art. And now this is issue number 115, still Gene Day cover art. And I actually really like this cover because you got this, looks like an assassin on here as well, throwing some cards. So this is the first appearance of Death Dealer. And this is also a cover appearance as well. Look at that, it looks really cool. Love the Ace of Spades there with the skull. You got Shang-Chi on there as well. He has this double-sided dagger there. It looks really cool. So yeah, $2 for that. Really affordable spec keys. And the last one I got, and this is actually the this is a giant size. So giant size Master of Kung Fu, issue number 4. And this has been one of the spec characters, been rumored to, like a villain, rumored to show up in the series. Issue number 4, first appearance of Tiger Claw, as you can see on here, and this is a cover appearance as well. I didn't write what I wrote on that one, but I would imagine I paid $5 or less. And these giant size issues are tough to get, obviously, because of the square bound, but this is actually in really nice shape. So there you go. So ended up having a decent stack of books. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and one was a duplicate. So 9 spec keys, some minor, villains, allies, what have you, of books to just look out for in the wild while you're hunting. You know, whether it's at your LCS, whether you're digging at the flea markets, your antique shops, just look out there. It's great artwork, as you can see. There's some Gene Day cover art, some Mike Seck cover art, great writing by Doug Mensch, and all affordable spec keys to look out for the upcoming Shang-Chi movie. So if you like what you saw, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up. And if you haven't already, check out my Road to 500 subscriber contest. Until next time, this is Mark Spector Comics. Out.